Hello everyone, this is me, Samuel Alexander, and I will be reading the first poem from my fictional series, questionably older teen to young adult novel. No one said it hasn't fit the genre yet, so clearly I have not crossed any boundaries, assumptions made that would make it not older, young adult, so I'm saying high school and up. The original intention, since this is the first poem from the first book in the series titled Dario, I had planned to memorize them. I actually did memorize this one, but you know, you never do anything perfect the first take, and editing is not my forte. And more importantly, winging things is more me, not necessarily winging them, but just doing them in a slightly more raw and less intentional fashion, I guess. And then life just got in the way. Whenever I had time, I simply did not have the spoons to memorize the other poems in this book, in which case I did not. And sometimes things have to go done, and it's totally okay to embrace defeat. And so I will be reading them. This is the poetry edition of the series. It went 5 years old in 2025. Again, the intention was to have all 7 of these books with the poetry added out. That did not happen. They're not coming out until 2026. Yeah, I was joking there. 2026. Swallowing is more accurate. But I'm just not stressing over it. I'm going to embrace that life did not pan out this year. Good intentions, but here we are. So if you bought the e-version of this book, you will likely be blessed with links to these poems that are now a part of the series. And it's a good bit, in all fairness. Some of them were chosen likely because they matched the main characters and the themes of each book. Whether they are, you know, because I was a young adult when I wrote them. They're that old. So I'm pretty sure I was in my late 20s when I wrote a good bunch of these things. But they fit the tone of the book. So hopefully it works out and I don't get banned. My books don't get banned. Well, that's enough of that. I can't see the time without my glasses, but since it's so late, the circle light reflection was driving me crazy. So I'm just working with the fact that I cannot see the laptop that far away, and the rest of the rooms will not get that too much talk before they start. And if you made it this far without giving up on me, great. But I absolutely am going to read this poem right now at this moment. I will not ramble on for another second. So again, I'm Samuel Alexander, and I will be reading the first of the poems that are featured in my fictional story, Dario, from the I See Things in Blue series. The title of this poem is Love. I'm looking for something, searching, hunting. I need this, want it, deserve it. Or maybe that's the problem, that I don't deserve it, but that can't be. I've played by the rules, done my part, been through the ups and downs, heartaches and pains. I've grown, matured. I deserve it, hell. I've earned it. So I'll travel far and wide on a search to find what my life is missing. Under the beds and in my closets, over the mountains and through the valleys, but still it eludes me, taunts me, refuses to make itself known. It defeats me so. I give up. And then I see it, to my left, to my right, above, below, everywhere. I've been waking up each morning searching for something that's within my reach. So I do just that and reach for it. But it moves away. I run after it, but it runs faster. I cry out to it, but it ignores me. I beg and plead, but it passes me by. Yet it hears the calls of others. Everyday people walking up and down the streets. It's in their eyes, the way they hold hands, the warmth in the smiles shared, the connection of hearts that joins their all and releases the vulnerability of their souls into the arms of the one that they trust, to treat it like a treasure that transcends beyond the limitations of this world. But here I am, begging, groveling at its feet while it smiles and laughs at me, refuses to answer me and sends me spiraling down into an insane world of loneliness and emptiness, floating down a heartless river of my own tears on my raft of hope that one day I'll be heard. That someday the emptiness of my soul will join the river of my tears and flow into an endless sea of possibilities. But each day I believe it less. Heartache becomes the equivalent of happiness, and my raft of hope crashes amongst the reefs of despair, and the broken shards splinter my resolve, forcing me to realize that alone is my world. Empty solitude is my realm. But still I search for it, though it laughs at me. Still I believe in it, though it denies me the chance to call someone mine, to belong to another, to feel something so great words can't define it. A connection so strong it reaches from this world into the next, where your hearts, minds, souls, and bodies intertwine in a perfect symphony that just glows and inspires all within its range. I want that feeling. I've done all I was asked. I've made my mistakes, tried to make things right. So why am I here crying out with all that I am? Year after year, trying to ignore the signs, trying to ignore the laughter by shouting my prayers louder. But the voice in my head won't go away, telling me I'll never find my one and only someone. I'll live my life missing out on the joining of my soul with another. Still, I can't believe it. Not after I worked so hard for it. I deserve it. How? I've earned it. I'd give my life to destroy the conclusion that destiny is pulling me to, that love has decided I'm not worthy. All right, and that was it. That was Love by me, Samuel Alexander, featured in the first in my I See Things in Blue series, titled Dana. And as per usual, if you made it this far, thanks for stopping by.